Hello friends, in last video we shall discuss about the simple permanent tissue. There are three types of simple permanent tissues: parenchyma, cholenchyma and sclerenchyma. In last video we shall discuss the parenchyma. This parenchyma, it is one of the living tissue, and this parenchyma, it is found in the soft region of the plant body. Means this parenchyma is a various function. This parenchyma tissue, it is a similar structure, or it is a oval shape isodiametrical structure of this parenchyma, and this parenchyma is most important for storage of food. In some aquatic plants, this parenchyma is function as a aerenchyma. Means these plant bodies float on water surface with the help of this parenchyma. These are the different function of the parenchyma. Now in this video we shall discuss about the sclerenchyma and cholenchyma, these two simple permanent tissue. So first we will discuss cholenchyma. This cholenchyma, it is a second type of simple permanent tissue. This cholenchyma, it is a living tissue. It is another type of the tissue, means it is a living tissue, and there are some characteristics of this tissue. The first one character of this cholenchyma, it is cell wall of this cholenchyma is made up of cellulosic, means it is made up of cellulose, and this cellulose they are present, and this cell wall is also another deposition takes place in this cell wall, like the cellulose as well as the pectin. These two substances is found in the uneven deposition of the cell wall is cellulose and pectin substances. This cholenchyma, it is the cell of this cholenchyma, it is compactly arranged and without intercellular spaces. The structure of this cholenchyma, there are without intercellular spaces in the cholenchyma cells. They are compactly arranged. There is no any gap. This cholenchyma, tissues. The cell wall is made up of cellulose and pectin, and inside of the cells present nucleus, this is the cell wall, nucleus, cytoplasm, the structure of cholenchyma, these cholenchyma cells, they are compactly arranged, means there is no any gap, means intercellular spaces are absent in the cholenchyma cells. These cells are circular or oval shape structure. These cholenchyma cells are oval shape or also compactly arranged cells without gap in these cells. And also the cytoplasm contains nucleus is found in the inside of this cholenchyma cells. Now this cholenchyma, the most important tissue, is found in the different part of the plant bodies, and there is the most important function of this cholenchyma is it gives the mechanical strength of the young stem and petiole region. The petiole, this petiole is, it is a stalk of leaves, and this cholenchyma tissue is most important function for mechanical strength of young stem and petiole of the leaves. It is the most important function of the Cholenechyma. It gives the mechanical strength of the plant body. Next one function of Cholenechyma. This Cholenechyma, it is also allow the bending and pulling action. It is used for the bending and pulling action of plant. Next one important of this Cholenechyma. This Cholenechyma, it is preventing tearing of leaves. Also another important means this parenchyma tissue is absent in monocots. These Cholenechyma tissues are absent in monocot plants and also absent in dicot roots. These Cholenechyma tissues are absent in the root of dicot plants as well as several monocots plants. These Cholenechyma tissues are absent. These are the some characteristics of Cholenechyma. This Cholenechyma, it is one of the important tissue, simple permanent tissue. It is a living tissue, and this tissue, the cell wall is cellulosic, or it is also made up of cellulose and pectin substances is found, and these cells there are without intercellular spaces, and these Cholenechyma tissues, structure of this Cholenechyma is oval shape, circular, compactly arranged cells, and most important function for it gives the mechanical strength of the plant body. The next tissue, the simple permanent tissue, is a Sclerenchyma. The second means this Sclerenchyma, it is a dead tissue, and it is one of the important types of the simple permanent tissue. This Sclerenchyma cells, this Sclerenchyma, it is a compactly arranged cells. It is a thick walled cells, and this tissue Sclerenchyma is also called as dead tissue. The structure of this Sclerenchyma, cells of this Sclerenchyma, it is compactly arranged cells This Sclerenchyma, it is a compactly arranged cells without intercellular spaces, and this cell wall is thick because this is the structure of Sclerenchyma. This Sclerenchyma, it is present the simple pit cells. This Sclerenchyma, the cells are compactly arranged and the cell wall is thick nature. It is a thick and it is called the dead tissue. In the cell wall of this Sclerenchyma, the deposition of the cell wall is lignin. The lignin, this is one of the substance is found in the cell wall of this Sclerenchyma. This Sclerenchyma, it is a hard tissue or hard bast, or it is also called the dead tissue. This Sclerenchyma, there are two types of the cells. There are fibers and scleroids. They are from the fibers and scleroids. These fibers, they are thread-like structure and elongated narrow structure is formed. This structure of these fibers is elongated structure. The fibers are elongated tapering the ends tapering end of the fiber cells and this Sclerenchyma, it is present in monocot stems, also many leaves and pericycles of secondary xylems, means wood region. Now this many dicot stems, this Sclerenchyma is found, and most important function of this Sclerenchyma, it also important function for mechanical strength, or it is called the mechanical tissue. The next one important function of this Sclerenchyma, it is a rigidity of leaves and it prevent the falling of the leaves. Means this Sclerenchyma is most important mechanical tissue and it is permits bending, shearing and pulling actions, and it gives the rigidity of the leaves. It is most important for the rigidity of the leaves and preventing the falling of the leaves, and it also important function for rigidity to pericarps and seeds. These are the function of the Sclerenchyma. These are two tissues, simple permanent tissue. The first one is Cholenecima and second is the Sclerenchyma. The difference between these two tissue, this Cholenecima, it is a living type of the tissue and Sclerenchyma is a living tissues are formed, and there are several characteristics. This Cholenecima, it is a oval shapes and this cell wall is thick and it is made up of cellulose and pectin substances, also contain the cytoplasms, nucleus is found, and these cells, they are compactly arranged, the Cholenechyma, and most important function for it gives the mechanical strength of the whole plant body. And next one, Sclerenchyma, it is called the hard tissue or it is called the dead tissue. After maturity it become dead cells, and these cells, they are compactly arranged. The cell wall is deposited for lignins. Most important character of this Sclerenchyma, the deposition of lignin takes place in the cell wall, and two types of the cells, fibers and scleroids. Now these fibers, they are elongated and narrow structure. This is a fiber and elongated structure, and also simple pits is present in the Sclerenchyma, and this Sclerenchyma is another simple permanent tissue, is most important function for the, it gives the rigidity of the plants. There are two tissues.